So eventually, their waiter goes over and, gets them their waters, and she comes back to me and she's like, what the fuck? And obviously, like, all I did was sit at the table. So I'm like, girl, I mean, I don't know. My thought was that this was not going to continue long because, again, they came to eat and, their food was going to be on the way. But I was very wrong. This display of affection just got progressively worse and worse and worse as time went on. And they ended up being there for like an hour and a half. The entire time that they were there, you could tell the people in the surrounding area were uncomfortable. The waitress was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable. The rest of the people, the host stand, it just was very, unfucking comfortable. It got to a point where she was basically breastfeeding this freaking man. His hand was all in between her thighs. He was rubbing all over her. It just was so incredibly inappropriate. Like, the fact that they even felt comfortable doing this in front of all of these people is beyond me. I felt really bad for the waitress who had to go and service that table, and for the two men who were in the high top right across from their booth. The display was so bad, I actually ended up having to explain exhibitionism and voyeurism to one of the younger hosts at the stand, which led me to start thinking about something, and I don't know if I'm reaching. Somebody else let me know. Exhibitionism, voyeurism, those are kinks, and I don't believe in kink shaming. You like what you like. But if you're going to engage in those types of things, I feel like all parties, including the people around you, need to be willing to consent to participate in those acts, if that makes sense. And the way that the waitress was looking by the time she finally put down their check, I just felt so bad. Those people in the booth could tell that she was very uncomfortable, and they proceeded to just kind of laugh at her and laugh off the entire thing as if it was funny. And again, I'm not sure if I'm reaching, but because the waitress and the rest of us who had to bear witness to this bullshit had not consented to bear witness to the bullshit, I'm feeling very violated by the entire experience. The waitress looked violated by having to go in and consistently check on these people who are doing things that they should not have been doing in public. To be completely honest, I am kind of disappointed in the management for not doing anything and stepping up to protect their staff and to protect the other people who were just sitting trying to enjoy their fucking dinner. There's nothing wrong if you like to be watched while you do what you do, if you like to watch people do what they do, as long as, again, all parties are consenting to said actions. Consent is key, and we didn't consent to the shit. It just wasn't right, and it didn't sit right with me.